Take number 75. Hello, my writing pals. It's me, your girl, Xanna, and today we're talking about archetypes. So today's video was requested by one of my patrons over on Patreon, so Carthrax, it's for you, buddy. Boiled down to its simplest form, an archetype is a reoccurring figure or theme found in literature. The most common ones that come to my mind are the hero, the one who is fighting injustice and bringing peace to the world, and the flood, a great catastrophe that wipes out humanity because of man's sins. Both of these are seen many times throughout literature, so both of them are named as an archetype. Other things that could be considered archetype would be the trickster. The biggest thing that comes to mind currently because it's showing is Loki. The lover could be seen in Hades or Persephone. The ruler can be seen in Hades or Osiris. Faith can be seen in Abraham. We assign characters or people archetypes to understand their purpose in a story, to see what kind of role they fulfill. Because archetypes are kind of like a structural role that we find in literature. Understanding what archetype a character is can help us understand their purpose in a story. And understanding a character's purpose in a story brings meaning to the story and meaning to the character themselves. Because without a purpose and without meaning, something in a story is meaningless. It's purposeless. Congratulations, Xanna, you've just tacked the word less onto words. You're brilliant, honey. Pat on the back there. But yes, without a good reason to be within a story, there's no purpose for a character being in a story. It takes up precious space that could be filled with something more valuable. Now, I'm not saying that every single character that you come across in your book has to be filled out to the T's, because, you know, sometimes you just need a person in the market to whisper some juicy gossip that the main character overhears, or you need a guard guarding a gate or something like that. Not every character needs to be dressed to the nines and everything like that with their character sheet. But generally for your main cast of characters, it is a good idea to understand what kind of archetypal role they fill. Essentially, archetypes in modern literature are just another good way of structuring your book, structuring your story. In a historical context, it helps us understand the society that used them, the things that they value. The archetypes we see brought up over and over and over again highlight what those cultures were valuing at the time, kinds of figures they looked up to, or the kind of figures that they despised. A big thing in Gilgamesh is that at the start of the Epic of Gilgamesh, his people don't like him. Gilgamesh may be a ruler, but he's a bad ruler. His people don't like him. He goes crazy. He doesn't care about what he does. And then Enkidu comes along and Gilgamesh learns how to be a proper ruler. So we can see at the time that people valued rulers who were powerful, who could protect their people, but who were also caring and didn't just maybe take everyone's wives whenever they wanted. You know, that's a thing that people don't typically tend to like, you know, when you take their spouse or their kids or your whole family. Hot tips from Xanna if you're gonna be a ruler is don't. So I don't really know what more I can go into about with archetypes. For us today, it's just another way for us to shape our characters, to understand them better, and for historical context, it's just a good way for us to understand what cultures in the past valued, or what they thought was entertaining. I think archetypes are very interesting. They spread throughout history in two different ways. There's the Dispersion Theory and there's the theory of collective unconsciousness. Both of them sound exactly how they mean. Dispersion Theory is that it starts in one place and kind of spreads, and collective unconsciousness is that several different people in several different places think of an idea without the influence of the outside world. All of those fun things. But yes, again, as I stated in the start of the video, an archetype is just a reoccurring theme or figure found in literature. We see them most commonly in the hero's journey. The most common ones seen would be the hero or heroine, the sidekick, the mentor, the villain, the god or goddess, and the tempter or temptress. You don't have to include every single one of those in every single piece of your writing. Heck, in several pieces of literature, one character fills several archetypes. In the Odyssey, I believe it is Athena who fills the role of the mentor and the goddess. Anywho, my name is Anna Renee. I am a writer here on the YouTubes, and if you like this video, make sure that you like and subscribe and ring that bell so you can get notified every time I upload a video. I upload videos about once a week about fun bookish and writing related content. I also have a collection of short stories and poems coming out later this year that I'm really excited to be talking about. If you want to hear more about that, you can follow me on all of my socials. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at XannasBooks. You can find me talking all things D&D and fan fiction, and my cat over on TikTok at WitchDrXanna. I hope that you've had a fun time with me today. Carthrax, I hope that I answered your question well enough, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!